over here, very, very sensitive topic. Masech Shabbat Daf Lamed Gimel Amud Bet. Before we do begin, Rabotai, we have over here three Lilun Shmat. I usually don't like doing this, but since you guys are very close, especially we lost Emil's father just recently, unfortunately, very suddenly. Ilya Ben Burcho Rabotai. B'Zrat Hashem, may it be a Lilun Shmat for him. Also, we have over here Avraham Ben Fricho, and also we have Meir Ben Rivka Rabotai. Rabotai, people have to wake up. People have to wake up, honestly, because you see how many people are going left and right. Whether they're 81, whether they're 85, whether they're 65, whether they're 100, it does not matter. If a person goes, a person goes. A life is a life. Doesn't matter why you went. Rabotai, a father is a father, a mother is a mother. People are people. And you know what somebody told me? Rabbi, but don't Chazal say it's because of our sins that the righteous people die? I know, the Gemara says clearly. But Rabotai, it does not give us the permission to sin, and because of your account, the tzaddikim have to suffer. Why do they have to suffer? Because of you. So therefore, Rabotai, a person needs to wake up. Don't sleep, Rabotai. I'm telling you right now, don't sleep. People, they live life as if they feel that, that Rabbi Walker used to tell me, Reuven, that there's such a thing that's called no dying club. You ever heard of that? They feel they're never going to die. When you speak to a person, you tell them, wake up, do teshuvah, smell the coffee. Rabbi, I have time until something happens, and Shabbat Shalom. Rabotai, I want to share with you over here a very sensitive topic. Somebody asked me a question. Is a wife, I don't know how should I phrase it. Is a wife allowed to distract her husband from learning Torah? What about children also? Are children allowed to distract you from learning Torah? Rabotai, it's a very serious topic. It's halachot in Yoreh Deah, also in Shulchan Aruch Yoreh Deah.
You mean like intentionally distract you?
Yes. For example, right now, your wife knows, right, to distract you. I'll give you an example. Right now, your wife knows from, let's say, from 8 p.m. till 10 p.m., she knows you're learning. She'll schedule that to do something. She knows she knows you learn Torah, but her friends want to go out or something. So I don't know, Rabotai. I'm not telling you. I know people have bar mitzvahs and weddings. Once in the blue moon, I could understand, but 2 times a week, 3 times in 2 weeks, very big problem. I mean, you learn Torah that you could take a day off. In any event, Rabotai, over here, I'll put it to you like this: no, women are not allowed to interrupt the husband when they are learning Torah. It is asur for them to interrupt them. Now, I'm not speaking about husbands that they try to open the book, especially when they have to help their wives. Chas v'shalom. That I'm not speaking about, Rabotai. No, I'm not speaking about that. You must help your wife. You must get help for your wife. You must be there for your wife. But your wife also needs to know that you have to have set times in the morning and set times at night where she is not allowed to bother you. Just like you could understand when you're at work from 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, whatever it is, and you work and she understands you're working, making money, she has to accept the fact that you're learning Torah and you're protecting her and the children and everyone else around you. Rabotai, I want to just read, I don't know how much, Belina, maybe it will be a part 2 thing, but I want to show you over here. Again, Rabotai, very sensitive topic. Please understand me the correct way. Rabotai, the halakha says in Yoreh Deah that if a person is learning Torah and that thing, whatever they want you to do, could be done by someone else, you're not allowed to be interrupted from learning Torah. Understand this the correct way, Rabotai. So therefore, if a husband takes his learning seriously, not some Joe Schmo, that 30 minutes he learns and 3 hours he's watching Lolenu. What was this? NBA Finals. I think they already lost. No, what's the name of that team? Reuven, they lost. No, Chas v'shalom, not you. Did I say anything about you? I'm just trying to tell you, this kind of house, they're learning Torah for 30 minutes a day and wasting 8 hours a day on their phone. I don't want to say, the wife Nabarosh should be on top of these guys. Why? Because she's saving them from all the garbage that they're watching on the phone. You understand? In any event, Rabotai, I want to put it to you like this. Rabotai, this question was asked in front of the rabbis. Rabotai, listen to this carefully. There is a sickness that begins in the intestines of a person and it finishes in the mouth. It chokes a person. A person can no longer breathe. It's called, the Gemara brings down over here, it's called Askar Alola in Chas v'Shalom. Askara is a sickness lo'olenu, where the swelling starts in the stomach, and it goes up to in the intestines, and it goes up to all the way to the throat, and it clogs the person's throat where he can no longer breathe. The Gemara says, why did this sin come to the world? To ask this question to the rabbis give different reasons. I just want to focus on one reason. I don't have all the time. So right now at least. Nana Rabbi Shimon Ramah. Rabbi, listen to this carefully. Rabbi Shimon answered and he said, Be'avon bitul Torah. People that do not learn Torah and they waste their time, Mr. Isaac, from learning Torah, that is going to be their punishment, Mr. Isaac. By wasting time from learning Torah. Somebody asked me, how much can you speak about Torah? How much can I speak about Torah? Why you're not Epicurus? Why you don't believe in God? Masechet Berachot says clearly, 4 things you have to strengthen yourself every single day, because otherwise the 8 hours is going to take you down. And one of them is Torah. The second one of them is tefillah, praying. And what Rabotai, just like you work on a muscle, just like you need to eat, just like you need to take care of your needs, the same thing over here, Torah has to be constantly emphasized how important it is to learn it and the consequences a person is going to face when he doesn't learn it. Rabotai, I want to read for you this, and with this I'm going to conclude. Belina, if I have time, I'll try to do maybe tomorrow. Rabotai, so he says over here, Askara, this sickness comes to the world because people, they don't learn Torah. They nullify themselves from learning Torah. Comes the Gemara, and the Gemara says, Amrulo, they said to Rabbi Shimon, Nashim yochichu. Women don't learn Torah, and still the punishment comes to them. But women don't have an obligation really to learn Torah like we do. The Gemara says, no, Rabotai, you ready? Shemivatelot et ba'alehem. Because they nullify their husbands from learning Torah, that's why Askara comes to them. That's why the sickness comes to them. And we wonder why we have all these problems. Let our husbands learn, Rabotai. Don't touch, I'm telling you the truth. What happened? I don't get it, Rabotai. You know something? Somebody told me something beautiful. Somebody said, there was a wedding or something. So he said, I had to learn Torah. Torah, how much can you learn? But then he said, I have to go work. Работать, мы понимаем, ты не можешь прийти. That's how you think. The Torah, if it's Torah, I can't come. For work, I could skip work, I could make the money up. This I won't be able to make up. It's very hard. Rabotai over here, he writes, Ba'avon bitul Torah, Rabotai, really quick. The anush nami mita, Rabotai, the punishment for not learning Torah, where you could learn Torah. Now when Rabotai, and the same clearly, not when you're with your wife and with your children and with family, Baruch Hashem, you have to spend time with them. Not when you're there. When you have available time, Rabotai, when you have available time and you're not learning Torah, you will be held responsible, Rabotai. Or you have a set time to learn and you don't attend, you will be responsible, Rabotai. The punishment is death, Rabotai. Okay, the pasuk says, if you learn Torah, Hashem is going to give you long life. But if you do not learn, Hashem is going to lessen your life. What does Hashem need you for here? To learn Torah. Rabotai, we said that woman will prove to us that Askar comes to the world, and plus they're not obligated in the midst of Torah. Rashi says, Rabotai, she'enam mitzvot al divrei Torah, because they're not committed in the midst of Torah. Dichtiv v'limadetem otam et benechem v'lo benotechem. The pasuk says you should teach your boys Torah and not your daughters. Umitod ba'askara, and they still die because of this sickness askara. The swelling starts in the intestines, goes up to the neck. He says, I'll tell you why. Why they die with the sickness? Amar lahen, he said to them, Avhen mivatalot et balehem. You're right. They have no obligation to learn Torah, but they waste their husband's time from learning Torah. Instead of saying, my baby, please learn Torah, if she only knew when you learn Torah, what you do to her, what you do to the children, I'm telling you right now, Rav Shlita says, if a person would know, when a person learns Torah, if a wife would know, she would never allow her husband to ever go to work. He protects her from every bad thing that there is. The children, everything, all the parnas comes from learning Torah. But what do we do today, Rabotai? We'll do everything, but not learn Torah. Rabbi, I need help. Rabbi, I have problem this, problem that. You don't want to have problems, Rabotai. Come learn Torah. Baruch Adonai L'olam, Amen. Rabbi Chaim Igal, Shomer Tzaddik Baruch Hu. Lezakot Tzar Lefi Chir Balahem Torah Shemar Adonai. Chafetz Mashgei Yekdu Torah V'dir Al Yisrael.
ועמד עם הלך יקוטב ימי פקוטב